Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's meditation. I'm super excited to share some outside space with you. And I'm sitting under this most beautiful elm tree that's in my backyard. And this year, the vine is growing up the tree. I don't have big dogs anymore. So they used to chase squirrels up the tree. And so the vine never really could grow up the tree. So it's beautiful. One of those gifts that you don't realize until it happens. So today's meditation is going to be called the flower gazing meditation. It's a perfect meditation for summer. And if you think about the symbol of the flower, flowers are often given at times of great celebrations throughout our life. We get flowers when babies are born, and we get flowers on anniversaries and birthdays. We get flowers at the end of our life. It's just a symbol of energy in life. So I wanted to teach you the flower gazing meditation today. If you have access to a flower, even a dandelion, just go grab one, pause the video, and then come back. I have a dahlia. I have a dahlia this afternoon, and it's a beautiful, rich red. It's the only red flower in my garden this year. I have a lot of purples and yellows. I only have this sweet, beautiful red flower. So this is a dahlia. And when we spend time with flowers, it's more than just gazing at an object. It truly becomes like we take in the energy of this life, this beautiful life. Once the meditation is over, this beauty is going to go get plopped in a little tiny vase that I keep on my stove in the summertime, where I pick a lot of my fresh flowers from my garden and just have a cute, sweet little bouquet on the stove just to bring some of nature from the outside in. So grab your flower and then find a comfortable place to be. I love to be outside to meditate, to take in really all the sensory experiences. So if you have a great place underneath a tree like me, that's a beautiful place to come, or just a quiet space in your house is nice too. And then start to just take your eyes and direct them to your flower. I'll guide you as to what exactly to tune into throughout the meditation, but mostly I just want you to become engrossed with the flower. So go ahead, close your eyes for a moment and just hold the stem of the flower in your hands. And just feel the texture, maybe even spin the flower between your fingers and just feel the smoothness of the stem. Almost a slickness to the stem, and maybe your flower has a rougher stem and maybe some leaves that are even sticky sometimes, prickly. Start to connect with the moment, and then just gaze ever so softly at your flower. Just take in all of its beauty to start. Notice the colors and the shapes. And then begin to take your eyes right into the center of your flower. Letting the mind wander to identify, is it pointed? Is it round? Is it jagged? Are there bumps? What color is the center of your flower? And then begin to take the eyes just slightly outward from the center of your flower. At the texture, the different shapes. Is the flower partially closed? Is it open? Are there any folds or creases in the petals? You might twirl the flower ever so slightly by the stem and just notice as the sun catches a different view. You spin it. Then go out another layer. And again, take in all of the color changes. It's just the subtle differences as you move your eyes from the center of the flower outward. You might smooth your fingers across the petals, just taking notice if they're delicate, hardy, pointed or smooth, round, textured. Start to lift the flower up to your nose and take a breath in. Is there a sweetness, a spiciness, a familiar, a new smell? Start to take the flower and just turn it enough to where you can see the bottom side of that blossom. And notice how the green part attaches to the color. Is it shiny? Is it dull? Waxy? Dry? Turn your flower back over to where you're looking back at the totality of the flower. Really focusing on the center or the middle or the edges, but letting your eyes gaze completely to all of the flower. Spend a moment or two there. Notice the longer you look at the flower, the less the mind analyzes, and instead just soaks in the beauty. To gaze at a flower puts you completely in the present moment. The life in which you look at is so complex and yet so simple in its beauty. This beautiful symbol for life and the blossoming each stage of our life represents. Continue to stay as long as you would like. It's your beautiful flower. Be sure when you're finished with the meditation, even if it is a dandelion, honor the life of the flower. Put it in a little bit of water. Enjoy it in your inside space. And then wish it well as it begins to go into its next cycle. Thank you so much for joining. Have a beautiful rest of your day.